Hi guys, hey, how you doing? It's me, Jewelle, back with another video. I'm on the guava tree, so please abide with me. So, what are we talking about today? Well, this is something that I was, thinking to myself. Think about Christians and following the trends, right? A huge trend that's going on right now is this whole very mindful, very demure thing that's going on, and it's been irritating me. Fine, if you see the world copying it, fine, it's the world. They're gonna do and follow what's trendy for them. But I see so many Christian content creators like following the same thing, and of course they're getting the views because it's something. Wow. Sorry, because it's something that is people are doing. I'm seeing it everywhere, right? It's just, as Christians, if you're using your platform, whatever platform it is, to promote Christ, to promote the gospel, to promote truth, why are you trying to follow the trends of the world? Like, being trendy is going to make you popular. It's going to make you get a lot of views. It's going to make you relevant. But the fact of the matter is, what we are doing, we are supposed to be promoting truth, right? And then God will push it. The Holy Spirit will push it, right? So it kind of it's irritating to me that almost every single content creator, especially those that have a lot of views, are following this trend. Fine, they're following the trend. They're of the world. But random Christian content creators will be popping up on my feed. Oh, look, I have a physical Bible. Very modest, very demure. It's like, do you even know what the word means? Okay? It's irritating because I saw the original video where this trend started, right? And it was about basically a woman. She was basically, and it felt so weird how she was talking to me anyways. Nobody really talks like that. So obviously she was doing it for the camera, right? Or maybe as a skit, whatever. But she's basically talking about, man. She's talking about, listen, like, how to basically saying she can't fight. She can't fight, so she's not gonna be posting people, man. So she's gonna be very quiet. You're not gonna hear none of her business. You're not gonna hear nothing about her man or nothing. That's literally what it was about. And I often find that in this day and age, Christians do not question where things come from. They don't look to see what is the root cause of so many things. You see, the whole action of following the trend is the reason why we have paganism so much in the church, because you keep on inviting things in the world so that you think that the world will join you. But listen, the flesh is always battling against the spirit. The flesh will always resist the truth. So the more you bring what the flesh wants, the flesh is going to want what you have. That's why we have so many churches preaching for people with itching ears. That's why so many churches are compromised, because they are following the trend. They're trying to be relevant. Fam, ain't nothing wrong with wanting a greater audience, right? But you have to understand that it doesn't matter if God is the one that will put you before your audience, then that is so. But you don't have, like, really, it's irritating for Christian content creators to be doing stuff like this. As I was saying before, it is the reason because many Christians were following the trends to invite people into the church. Why we have paganism in the church. That's why so many Christians celebrate Christmas and Easter. These are pagan holidays which were entered into the church, because if you do your research, you can actually find letters of church elders in which they were basically telling their fellow brethren, like, why are you bringing in these holidays into the church. The world is not coming, they're not celebrating our holidays, but you are now going to bring and celebrate because they didn't want to give up their beliefs. And that's why we have paganism. Christmas is based off of Saturnalia. It is a pagan holiday. December 25th is the day that many sun gods have been born. Tammuz, Ra, like look up every single sun god. Buddha, every single god is born on the 25th of December. Look it up. Christians, why are we so ignorant? And you know, the devil, that's what the devil is banking on. He's banking on our ignorance. Many Christians are being deceived because of their lack of knowledge. And if you are not pursuing knowledge, if you're not asking God to reveal things unto you, if you don't want to come out of your own beliefs and ask God to teach you, then you're going to continuously invite paganism into the church. That's why there's so many churches that are being compromised with now homosexuality, drag shows in the church. This is why you have pastors that are chasing after riches. Because we have decided to instead be truthful, be mindful, be demure. We have instead chose to be trendy. We've instead chose to be, oh, the world would join us. I'm not saying that you cannot use methods to bring people into the church. Like, for example, if you are an artist and you can write comics, you can write stories, you can use that medium to bring people into the church, to bring people to Christ. Because all creativity stems from God. But if you're going to be trying to follow the same trends, the same patterns, the same genres, the same type of, then that is where your storyline is going to now divert from being for God and now being for the world. Don't water down the message so that you can water more people. No, we are to give people the truth. Right? Like, for example, we celebrate Easter. Easter is not a Christian holiday. It is a pagan holiday. And so many of the Christian holidays that we celebrate in this day and age are pagan. I'll give you an example again. During the Black Lives Matter riots that were happening all around the world, right? During the pandemic. Black creators were basically saying that if you are a black creator, I was watching a woman, she does hair, and she was saying, if you're a black creator and you're not promoting Black Lives Matter, then you deserve to be cancelled. I'm like, why? You understand? And then look where that led. It's a so-called pandemic, but rioting in the streets. Suddenly social distancing doesn't matter. Businesses were burnt down and destroyed that had nothing to do with anything, but were burned down. Black people had their businesses burnt down. This foundation that was created for the Black Lives Matter. Not a single black community got any help, received any help. There are people now saying, hey, what's going on? And now they filed for bankruptcy. Now they even went to court. It's discernment. Christians in this day and age are lacking in discernment because they are seeking to follow the trends. That's why so many churches close down. It's persecution in the church is not something that is uncommon. It has been there from the very birth. Christ died. All the apostles were killed. Christians were being burned to the stake. We're being killed, eaten by lions alive. We're being torn apart by gladiators. We're being raped, all kinds of things. And while that was happening, they were rejoicing and praising God to say, Lord, we are grateful that we are worthy enough to die for you. But you dare say something online that's too offensive to one person and suddenly, you get removed. You're censored. During the pandemic, a lot of churches, I remember I was watching a video where this African church, they were holding a church service, they were holding a prayer service. And the police raided them, like in full raid outfits. And were beating them, sending tear gas, tasering them. They were running for their lives because they were holding a church service. But yet still nobody was coming when the riots were happening. So Christians, I just want to ask, what are your priorities if you have a platform? And I am asking this question all the time. If God is leading me on this platform, am I on this platform to be trendy? Am I on this platform to tell the truth? God will bring the people. He said, let those who have ears to hear and eyes to see, let them see. So it doesn't matter whether or not this gets a lot of views. Who is supposed to see it will see it. And just be faithful. So be mindful of what it is that you're promoting. Be mindful of what trends you are following. Okay, be mindful of the music that you are allowing to be used. Everything. Be discerning. The enemy has his way. He is banking on Christians remaining ignorant. There is a massive deception coming from our education system, from our medical system, even the church system. There is a massive deception going. That's why there's so much paganism in the church. There is a lie that has been put over the eyes of Christians and who are not seeking out the truth. And God is truth. If you seek knowledge, then the knowledge of Christ will find you. You understand? Read Proverbs chapter 1. Okay? In Romans it says, for I know that the sufferings of this world are not... Let me actually read it, right? Let me not misquote the thing. Romans 8. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. We in the church are always looking and say, oh, look at the homosexuality. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the drugs and everything. But also, like, look within the church. There's a lot of paganism in the church. There's a lot of false teachings. There's a lot of itching ears in the church. God will first deal with his house. Judgment will start in the house of the Lord. So clean up your house. Just like Joshua said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You have to get to that point. So guys, basically, I guess, I don't want to say this is a rant, but it was really just an observation that I've noticed. Christians are very much being thrown about by trends. They're following the trends. Everything that seems to be being popular is what is being promoted in the church. Not all of them, but I'm saying it's something that I've noticed. So just be mindful, be discerning, ask God to reveal to you the things which are going on in the backgrounds. When there is something that is trending in the world, there is a spirit that is pushing it. So be mindful of what is being pushed in your face. Watch and pray. Ask the Lord for discernment. Live righteously. Repent constantly. And live demurely. Have a wonderful day, guys. God bless you richly.